SuperDane News, when all other news stations are mysteriously taken out by an asteroid, and definitely not a super speeding flying Canadian. Thank you for joining us on SuperDane News. Me and Dane are going to go to Burger World. Cool. Can you get me a cheeseburger? No. Then why did you tell me? To disappoint you as much as you disappoint me. Hey, my girlfriend says that I treat our relationship like it's some sort of game, which unfortunately cost her 12 points and a bonus chance. We are live! Wait, we are? Hello, I am SuperDane, and today we are doing quick news, multiple news segments in speedster times. A man in the United States wanted to have 2 wives, however, the Democratic Society didn't permit it. When asked why, a congressman responded, "Because our laws protect us against cruel and unusual punishment." Currently, SuperDane News teleprompter is having autocorrect problems. The teleprompter makes me say things I didn't intend to. Recently, a man decided to cut ties with all people weighing him down. His climbing partner did not appreciate it. This just in. My girlfriend left me because of my obsession with simplifying fractions. Oh well, hindsight is one. A man told his friend 10 jokes to try and get him to laugh. Sadly, no pun intended. A new thesaurus was released yesterday in which the New York Times describes as, and I quote, "the worst thesaurus in the world. Not only is it terrible, it's terrible." Hey, along with this, I have just wrote a book on penguins. Now that I think about it, paper would have probably been easier. Breaking news. This just in. Canada is severely low on maple syrup reserves. No! That's not possible! With this, we have SuperDane with a Canadian rioter. SuperDane? Well, SuperDane, here I have one of the rioters with me. What do you have to say about the maple syrup reserves? I am a little upset, eh? Thanks for your input. Back to you, SuperDane. Thanks, SuperDane. And now, SuperDane Advice, where I give you the most useless advice ever known to mankind. Tip number 1. If you find DNA kits way too expensive, I have a cheap alternative. Announce that you have won the lottery. Then you will find cousins you never even knew you had. Tip number 2. If you can't blind them with brightness, baffle them with stupidity. Tip number 3. Ladies, if a man says he will fix it, he will. He doesn't need to be reminded about it every day for 6 months. Tip number 4. Guys, if you're in the mall with your wife, make sure to hold their hand, because if you don't, they will start shopping. See, they think it's romantic, when actually, it's economic. Tip number 5. If you're ever feeling pathetic, just remember, the French army is taught to surrender in 19 different languages. And finally, make sure to take my advice. I don't use it anyway. And now, Dane with the weather. Dane? An atheist, a crossfitter, and a vegan came into the station. I know because they told me. Thanks, Dane. I'm SuperDane, and have a Dane-tastic day.